GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. And they will elect to not bring this one. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's all been the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they've been printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Joey Bosa coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here we go. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson locates Claypool on the crossing route. And the Ravens are going to be looking at first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Mostert going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll send the receiver in motion left. Burrow will throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. third down, Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some. And made that snap a huge success.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. So first and 10 now from the 30. Once again, it's Mostert. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 58 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all the way, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 32 on the play. In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too. Mixon with a first down carry.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Davis providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Sacks a big theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. This a quick pass to Davis. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going. But the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
With it is Jackson. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. But they'll start the drive here with an end around. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Jackson now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And now the offense for the Bengals being called back out as they'll try to add on 2 more. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground. He's been terrific here this afternoon.
Double up the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. And that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one out.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jackson to return.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And will take a 7th quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Picks up his 2nd sack in the afternoon. So now Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Play action. Now Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down when his line worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or did they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
Room here to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Tucker with the extra point. Up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They're passing here. Joe Burrow
Connecting with Mixon.
down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there. And that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball. That's a show.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This uses motivation for the rest of the time that they're playing to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And now here is another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come